guys, it's Haley. So today I'm going to do a story time. I haven't actually done a story time in a while. I don't think I've done one since I was talking about my first job when I worked at the bakery. But I wanted to do another story time because I find them very fun. And it's literally like having friends over, just telling them what happened. This is a story time from middle school. It was 8th grade, I believe. And I'm just gonna say right now, we had a bomb threat, so if that's not something that you want to like hear about, or like if it makes you feel like uncomfortable or anything like that, just click out of the video because that's what I'm going to be talking about. So pretty much what happened is we were in 8th grade, and how our classes were set up is we would have like our 4 classes usually from middle school. No, our 4 like core classes and then our electives. And our 4 core classes were usually near each other except science. Science had its own hallway for some reason. I don't know. But what happened is we were all sitting there and we just went out for like our little break. Like we had like a recess, but it was pretty chilly out, so we could either hang out in homeroom or we could go outside for recess. So we decided to go outside because, I mean, it was fall weather. It was like around this time of year, so it was fall weather. It wasn't too cold. So we went out, we had our jackets on, we were all hanging out, and everything was fine. And I remember one of the girls came up to me and she was like, "Oh, have you seen like so-and-so?" I don't remember the guy's name. She was like, "Have you seen so-and-so?" And I didn't talk to this girl. Like, I didn't know this girl. And I was like, "No, like, I don't know who that is. Like, I'm sorry." And she was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." So she runs away. And I'm like, that's kind of odd. Like, I'm like, I don't know you and I don't know him. So, I don't know. So she runs away and I don't see her again until we go back in for recess. So I'm like, oh, maybe she went inside. Maybe she found him. Maybe she forgot something. Like, what? Like, it wasn't something that stuck out in my mind to remember because, I mean, she's just asking where her friend is and now recess is over. Like, whatever. So we go back into the school and we all sit down in our next, like, class. And I think I had English. I could be totally wrong, but I'm almost sure I had English class. So we're sitting down, we were learning English. I think we were reading To Kill a Mockingbird or something, which is an amazing book if you guys haven't read it. But, so we were just reading and, like, all that stuff, whatever. And all of a sudden, you just hear this loud, loud, loud bell. And I'm thinking, is this a code red? Because we used to have code reds. We used to have to do drills for code reds. You used to have to do fire drills. So I thought it was like a code red. So how code red was for us is we had to take one of the desks, push it up against the classroom door. We had to close all the blinds in the windows, and then we all had to go against the wall that, when you look in from the window, the wall that you can't see when you're looking through the windows. So we are all like huddled up, like pushed up against the back because that's like what we thought it was. So we all start to get in that formation, like someone starts moving a desk and someone starts closing the shades and some, like, all that stuff. And my teacher's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like it's a drill. Like, we always have drills like this. Like, it's fine. Like, we're okay. And she's like, "No, guys." She's like, "I would know if this is a drill." And we're like, "What?" Like, we were like, "Wait, what do you mean?" So we were kind of freaked out. We were like, "Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean it's not a drill?" Like, because if you're in, like, any kind of school, you know, like, fire drills. Yeah, it's fire drill. You walk out, you stand there, they count the number of people, and you go back in. Like, we just thought it was another drill because that's what we're used to. All of a sudden, you just hear the principal on the loudspeaker. She's like, "Everyone go outside." She's like, "Everyone go outside, grab your jackets, grab your stuff." She's like, "Stand outside." I think she was like, "Against the tree, blah, blah, blah." So we're like, what the hell? We're like, what's happening? So we all run outside and we all stand, like, over near the trees. Which, let me just say, the trees were near the school. If there was a bomb in the school, we would go boom. We would not be alive anymore, okay? Anyways, so they have us stand by the tree, and they're like, "Okay, we're going to count the people, make sure everyone's here." And again, I'm not thinking about that kid that girl asked me about. So I'm standing there, and they're counting, and I'm like, that's so weird. Like, maybe there was, like, a little fire in science, or there was a fire with the microwave, like, stupid stuff. And so they count us, and then I'm like, "Oh, okay, we get to go back in." Like, everyone's like, "Okay, like, we can go back in, like, whatever, that was fun, we missed some English, like, whatever." And she was like, "No, we can't go back in yet." And we're like, "What do you mean we can't go back in yet?" She's like, and my teacher, I remember, I think it was English, I'm almost sure. She was like, there's something going on in there, we can't go back in. And we were like, what? Like, me personally, I feel like if my life was in danger in any way, you should tell me what's going on. And you should allow our parents to pick us up. Or at least allow us to talk to our parents. So, 8th grade, I had a phone. I had a pink Razr. And I was like, can I call my mom, like, and tell her what's going on? Because all the parents were notified. You know how, like, they send out that big call to everyone's parents in the school? So they were all notified. But none of the kids knew what the hell was going on. So everyone's freaking out, obviously. And we're like, what's going on? And, like, every time someone would take out their phone, the teacher would take the phone. So, like, we couldn't talk to our parents. We couldn't ask our parents what was going on. Like, what if we were sitting there and that was the last conversation we were going to have with our parents and you were like, no, you can't talk to them. Like, that was so messed up. Anyways, so we're standing there again in the freezing cold, like 30, 40 degrees, with our hoods on, our mittens. Yeah. And we're standing out there and they're like, okay, guys, stand against the school. There's a bomb threat in the school, and you want us to stand up against the mother effing building. I'm sorry. That doesn't make sense. If there's a bomb somewhere, you don't say, hey, go stand next to the bomb, I'll take your picture. Like, no. Like, what the fuck? So they tell us to stand up against the school, and I'm like, no. Like, I was just straight up like, I'm not doing that. And the girl was like, the teacher was like, well, you have to stand up against the wall. She's like, that's like our plan. That's our policy. That's our, like, bomb threat plan or whatever the hell. And I was like, I'm not standing against a school that could potentially have a bomb in it. Like, what? And she was like, well, you have to. And I went, why don't? And I said, you can go stand over there, but I'm going to stand over here in the clear. And I remember she was so mad at me. Like, she was so angry with me. But honestly, like, you just told me there's a bomb in the school and you want me to stand, like, leaning against the school? Like, do you want an entire school to die? Like, is that what you want? Because I'm really confused. It was really weird. So, they were all standing there. I had a couple of my friends stand with me because I was like, yeah, we're not standing against that friggin' thing. And so we kind of all made a huddle. And I texted my mom. I remember I grabbed my phone and I was, like, hiding it underneath my jacket. And they were, like, talking and huddling around me so no one could see me. And I think I was, like, I texted, like, all their moms so we could just do it on one phone. So I was, like, texting my mom. And Mom's like, yeah, I just got a call. She's like, I think everything's clear, though. You should be fine. Don't worry. Because, again, someone who has severe anxiety, I had anxiety and I wasn't. And, like, I was on a very low dosage of medicine at the time, so I was freaking out. I was like, what the fuck do you mean there's a bomb and I can't do anything? Like, so, my mom was like, you're fine, don't worry, like, they're gonna have it under control. And she was like, where are you? And I was like, oh, I'm, like, standing away from the building. She's like, oh, that's good. She's like, where's everyone else? And I went, up against the fucking building. And she was like, why? And I'm like, oh, well, you know, our teacher told us to stand against the building. And she was like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. My mom is a human resources coordinator. She works for the state. So, like, she knows these things. Like, she's like, that's fucking stupid. Like, you don't do that. So, but yeah, she was freaking out. But she calmed me down. So then we finally get to go back into the school. There was like 4 fire trucks. There was like 3 police cars all around my entire middle school. And they went in, they brought dogs and everything. They brought a SWAT team, not a SWAT team. I think maybe they did bring a SWAT team. I don't know, but they brought like so many people. So they were finally like cleared it, I guess, and we all went inside, and we sit down, and our teacher's like telling us what happened, and she's like, oh, well, there was this kid, like he was in the bathroom, and he put a sticky note on the wall that said like bomb at, and then it was like 1:15 or whatever number, like whatever time he was planning on doing it. So someone saw it, obviously, and reported it to someone, which they should have done. But they made copies of the person's note, like they made like photocopies and gave it to everyone to know like what was happening. So we all look at this note and we're like, okay, like this person's clearly messed up. Like they found out who did it. I I don't know still, but I think it was that person that girl was looking for. But there was, like, the note literally said bomb, B-O-M, 115. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you want me to think that you can execute a bombing, but you can't even spell the word bomb? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I know you're in 8th grade, but what the fuck? Like, I don't know. It was like one of the most terrifying things ever because I honestly didn't know what to do. And the fact that they weren't telling us anything and they weren't allowing us to talk to our parents was so messed up. Like, they were like, no, you can't talk to them. Like, no, you can't have your phones. No, you can't. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, and the teachers could have their phones. It was so messed up. But I just want to tell that story because I think that's, like, really messed up that people do that shit. Like, I know that shit still happens. And I know bomb threats are still a thing in schools and, like, whatever. But my school, other than them wanting us to stand up against the school, I think they handled it very well. They had everyone go out in a good manner, take everything they could at the time. Like, they executed it very well. It was just the fact that they wanted us to stand against the school that I was like, where in the flying fuck? Like, what? I don't know. But I thought I would tell you that story just because, like, bomb threats can be very scary, and so can gun threats and everything like that. But some people, I don't know what makes people, like, wake up one day and be like, hey, I'm gonna shoot someone. Hey, I'm gonna do that. Like, I don't understand how someone could possibly do that. Like, that just stresses me out to think about it because, like, how could you wake up one day and just, like, think you're gonna do that? Like, and I know people have mental disorders, but, like, come on. Like, that's insane. Like, I don't understand why anyone would go out of their way to hurt someone. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I would never, ever, ever, ever think about doing that because, yeah, you might not like someone or you might not like a teacher or your school or something, but, like, why would you end someone's life because of something you don't like? Like, I don't understand that. I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I was thinking about this earlier because I saw something about hunting, and I think hunting is the biggest... Oh my god, I could go on about hunting forever. Stop killing innocent freaking animals, okay? Stop killing them. Stop killing innocent animals. Stop hunting them for sport. Stop going hunting, going turkey hunting. Like, no. Like, I think that's so messed up. Like, we don't go around just shooting people. Like, we're not like, hey, I'm bored. I'm going to grab my gun and I'm going to go shoot people. Like, no. Some people are like, I'm going to grab my gun and I'm going to go shoot me a turkey. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I don't understand that. Like, I genuinely don't. And I'm not trying to be rude. I just honestly don't understand why people think it's okay to kill innocent things for fun. Like, I just don't. Anyways, but I'm going to end this video here. I went off topic a lot. But I will talk to you guys in my next video.